gentlemen, Mr. Calidus Autogyro. I told you it was very unique, isn't it? As you can see, it's fully covered. This aircraft was originally built as a sort of touring aircraft, and it's very comfortable inside as well. I'm set inside it, there's loads of room, bubble canopy gives you great visibility, and it's got a heater. You see what I mean by once it comes downwind, it really does speed up. Very responsive on the controls, and that whole rotor blade flapping around on top, that's just free lift, baby. It is a very, very smart design. It was the first rotary aircraft ever designed. It was designed back in 1920. This is 23, I looked that up. And it was way before the helicopter was invented. So you can see the Rotax engine powering that propeller at the back of the aircraft. So it's what we call a pusher aircraft. It's not pulling the aircraft through the air, it's pushing it through the air. Flight speeds anywhere between 0 and 120 miles an hour. So that's a good cruising speed for this type of aircraft. And because they're exposed as well, it's very aerodynamic. It's a comfortable way to get around the country. I could have done with it on Friday night when I was driving up here. It was 7 hours in the M5 and M6. And as you can see, responds very well to the rudder. Look at the tail rudder at the back. He's using his feet to get the aircraft to swing. The Rotex 914 engine throwing out a massive 115 horsepower. That's not a lot, but more than enough because this airplane is so light. This aircraft was designed back in 2009, certified by the CAA as late as 2011, but over 1,000 of these have been made and sold worldwide. And you know, like you live in a dream world, where you say, one day I'll have my own airplane and I'll have my own airfield out the back of my house. Well, with this, you literally could. It's not massively expensive, and it takes off in about 10 meters. So you don't need to literally take off in your garden. Depending on the weather and the wind, anywhere between 10 to 70 meters to take off roll. Either putting it through its paces there with a bit of crazy flying. Clearly, no fly-by-wire system on board. And yeah, it was 1923 when they were invented. And that was only 20 years after the Wright brothers, so it was a very, very early form of aviation. You cannot stall these aircraft, so even if the engine was to cut out and it lost the power from the pusher aircraft, you still roll that energy stored in the rotor blades, because they're freewheeling, it's just rolling around there. It has a certain amount of speed built into it, so you just pitch the aircraft down, keep the airflow up over the rotor disc, and before you know it, you'll be safely touching down on the ground. Spiral incline. It has a decent climb rate as well, 1,200 feet per minute. And now we can see where it goes into the hover. It'll just point it into the wind and it just stops. Yesterday we had that like 30 knot wind, so it just hung there like a helicopter. Today it's gusting about 10 if that. So you can see even in the descent, there's no big jerky movement, it's a very controlled, you know, you can tell he's steering it all the way down. It's got more than enough lift. said, they were invented back in 1923. And the name autogyro was a trade name for the inventor of the aircraft. Nowadays they're more known as gyrocopters or gyroplanes, or autogyros. So Sikorsky, when he invented the helicopter, he had obviously looked at the autogyro and thought, well, what would be power of that helicopter? That main rotor blade. And instead of a pusher engine, we'll let the rotor blade do all the lifting. Then of course he had to put a tail rotor blade in to counteract the torque coming from the rotor. So as I said, that propeller at the back is just pushing the aircraft forward through flight. And also you'll notice when it flies, see how the rotor blade is tilted back a bit? That's to get the air to come up and flow through it. You don't want it flowing over it, you want it flowing through it. So when he pushes the aircraft forward, you'll notice the rotor blade will be almost flat. There you go. And it goes forward like that. So you need the air to flow through the rotor disc. You don't want it flowing over the rotor disc to help it. I want to say a big thanks to the sponsors for Peter's Aircraft, Runway HD VF4 flight navigation software, never lost, Cooley's flight equipment as well, and of course, very nice comfort of those headphones.
Did you wave?
Pilot headset. There he goes, waving his big hand as he's coming by. Give him a big wave back.